come to my attention that there's never going to be a perfect time to do this. So I know I just got to do it. I just got to press record and speak. So, yeah, I've been meaning for a long time to sort of vlog or sort of just speak on camera and just post it. Maybe just to look back on for personal enjoyment, or, you know, to maybe help somebody out there who's in a similar spot to me, who hopefully might be looking at this channel in however many years' time and see that I've been able to make a change, been able to make a difference, been able to make an impact. So, yeah, you know, I've got some goals in life that I would just love to finally overcome. For example, the gym. I've been going to the gym since 2022. We are July 2025. Let me tell you, I might have gained 5 pounds in that time span, and my strength is almost the same. And that's not because of a lack of effort. It's not because of a lack of drive per se, but it's a lack of organization and a lack of just overall, like, a lack of seeing the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Like, I just never ate enough, and I believe that I can eat enough. And I think it's important when you've been pursuing a goal for so long, if you don't achieve it, not to let yourself lose hope, and to help yourself understand that you still deserve to be confident in your abilities, because your confidence doesn't rely in right now. It doesn't always have to rely in right now or how you see yourself right now. It can rely in who you know you're going to become, or the goal that you know you're going to achieve. And that can be enough for you to, push yourself forward and believe that you can finally overcome that thing you've been meaning to overcome for so long. Whether that be a goal, whether that be an addiction, whether that be anything. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with the gym. I've been training jiu-jitsu for about a year. I'm just a 2nd degree white belt, but I've been showing up more often, and I'm very happy about it. And I want to keep showing up, and I want to sort of like post clips here and there of my training. I just started boxing as well, so I think that's going to be super fun. I'm a huge fan of martial arts. I believe it's important. Why is there a group of people on a bike? Oh, they see me and they're going away. Yeah, I believe it's important, especially as a man, to be able to fight, or to be able to have strength, or just something, so you're not just like this vulnerable guy walking around. No man should be vulnerable stick man, or a vulnerable Michelin tire man walking around. Okay, I'm just gonna say it as it is, because at the end of the day, you want to start a family one day, and no woman who's going to start a family deserves a man who cannot save himself, let alone anyone else. So it's important to pursue those things. And not only just that, I'm just personally like a huge fan of the sport. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the sport. It's kind of a nerdy thing when you really get into the nitty gritties, and that's okay with me. I love that. So yeah, I just basically want to document to some degree and just speak. And, it's kind of like journaling. And I used to journal, but I get a bit lazy because I don't like taking the time to take out a pen and paper and write. Sometimes that can get just monotonous and time consuming, especially if you're tight for time. But I like being able to speak like this, because sometimes, and I had the same occurrence when I was journaling as well, sometimes I would almost like solve my own problems. Like, sometimes you have a problem and something might seem impossible, or there might be a barrier or an obstacle or a barricade, and you just don't know how to overcome that. But sometimes when you speak things out loud, like, you ever hear the expression when somebody says something really dumb and they say that to yourself in the mirror? It's because sometimes you need to hear it out loud for your brain to really register what's going on, and what's important, what's not important, and what's like really possible and not possible. So I'd like to use that to my advantage. And yeah, I just believe that I was put on this earth by God for a great purpose. And I don't believe it's just to, consume air, work a minimum wage job, and, you know, like have a couple laughs. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a couple laughs with the boys. Don't get me wrong. I think that's actually a huge purpose in life. I think it's very important. It's very good for your mental health. It's very good, you know, for those around you to be a good influence, to have a good impact on their day, or for them to have a good impact on your day. But, you know, I believe I was put on this earth to make some sort of impact. I'm not saying I know what that is yet, but I believe that God is presenting me with challenges, presenting me with new opportunities, and preparing me every day to be the man that I was always meant to be. And so it is my duty as a man to see that through and to give my fullest effort possible, because sloth is a sin. Don't ever forget that. Don't think that just like harmful things are a sin. I mean, sloth is harmful, but you know what I mean. Don't think that like just lying or jealousy or these sorts of things are sins. So is being lazy. So remember that next time there's anything that you're procrastinating, anything that you're pushing off to the side, that is a sin as well. That is just as much a sin as lying is. So, yeah. You, like, I'm a Christian, right? Or I try my best to be. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and no Christian is. But I believe that we are representations of God, and I think that we have a duty to be of the highest quality human beings that we can be, because we're wearing a jersey with God's face on it. You know what I mean? And that's just it. So that's all I really got to say for now. I don't want to just yap about sweet nothings for too long. But, you know, I knew that if I didn't just pick up the camera and start recording right now, I would never do anything. And I know this video quality is awful, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm going to fix that. But, yeah, I hope and I know that I'm going to be consistent with this once and for all. And consistency can grow very incredible things and opportunities and circumstances and memories. And so I'm excited for it.